not too long ago, and I'm about as dumb when it comes to computers as you could hope for. But my kids are pretty smart. He was involved in some kind of something you do, trying to get something straight, and he went to the helpline, whatever you call it. And at the end of that conversation, I recognized that there was a difference in it. At the end of that conversation, I said, ask him, Barry, where he is. And he asked, he was talking to somebody in Delhi, India. Not in California, not in South Carolina, not in Mississippi. We have got to educate our youngsters to live in an international society. And we start while it's young. Like you start with kids while they're young to teach them good manners, to teach them to eat healthy food. You don't wait until they get 25 and say, hey, you ought to eat an apple a day. You start when they're early. So what we chose to do was to start educating them while they were still young and let them grow up together. I don't apologize for what we did 30 years ago, and I don't apologize today for standing here telling you I strongly believe that the Wake County Public School System is on the right track as it attempts to have young boys and girls, no matter what their racial backgrounds happen to be, to study together as they must live together. I have no problem with that at all. Then I could tell you a lot more. I really could. I guess I need to slow down because I sort of get emotional on this issue when I consider the fact of all the effort and time that we have put in trying to build a successful school system. To think that it's on the verge of being challenged now because of the things that we have sought to do. Many of the people in this room were a part of the efforts that we put forward. And I have my time. I personally, people who have a long history of living in this community still think we did the right thing. Still think we did the right thing. And I'm thoroughly convinced that we did. We've had our successes, we've had some failures, such as life, such as anything else that we choose to be a part of. But the economy of this very state is predicated on the quality of education that we have brought here. We've got the finest university system in the country. I don't care where you go. We were in Ireland since Christmas. They knew about the University of North Carolina. They knew about North Carolina State University. They knew about Duke. They didn't know a lot about A&T, so we got to work on that one. We got to get that together. We got to do something about that. But we're well known. Our community college system is the best in the country. We got work to do on our K-12 education, and we're struggling to do that. If we stay focused and don't dissipate a lot of our time and effort looking for other ways to get stuff done. I'll tell you one last thing. 30 years ago, I remember presiding over a meeting where individuals came before our Board of Education and wanted to secede from Wake County. They wanted their own independent school system. That's fact. One of the things that gets me in trouble is I tell the truth. If you don't like it, that's up to you. But there was an effort to create a freestanding school system away from the Wake County Public School System. We had a strong legislative delegation to the North Carolina, what do you call that crowd down there? General Assembly. They stood firm in their their resolve. That same delegation stood firm in their resolve to make it possible for us to merge these two school systems when it went to a referendum of the people and was defeated. But those people had the vision to know that if you play that old us against them game, you're going to lose. Because I remember sitting in the boardroom out in San Jose a few years ago when we were trying to get a certain company to come here, and they wanted to know, what are your race relations like out there? How do you get along? I mean, what's going on? And when I was there, I got to tell you this is kind of boastful a little bit, but they wanted to know how a southern state like North Carolina could send me to San Jose as the lead spokesman coming from segregated South. That's part of what got their attention. I didn't have to say I'm, an absolute baby. Tell anybody what color I am, you can see it. They know that. And they were quick to say, if you come from a community that has that much regard for racial diversity, maybe that's where we need to be. They ought to quit right there.
Thank you for the fact